So yes, you did read that right in the title. It does mean crafting, and that means me doing some crafting. Actually something I've been promising to do for a while. Crafting or craft stuff. Not from the Temu stuff I've been on about in the last few videos or video beforehand. I have bought some more bits from Temu, but it's not crafting bits. I have bought bits from Temu that maybe I would have previously bought on eBay, and it's just been much cheaper. Things like a vice. I know it's not exactly exciting, is it? I had one of these previously from eBay for my watch repairs, and I broke it eventually. But it did last for about 5 years, 6 years, something like that. When I paid about £5 for it on eBay, I paid £1 something for it on Temu, and it took about a week to come, so it was quite quick. I also bought some useless stuff like you do. Once you've got a Temu account, you end up buying crap. So I picked up a tool, which is the sort of thing I've been using it for, tools, that sort of stuff. This is for cleaning earpods, to be fair, but I'm not going to use it I have got the earpods, you can get it in them and clean them quite well. A little brushy bit goes on it, and it'll get a little brush bit goes in the edge in there, and you can poke stuff out. So it's very good for cleaning the earpods, but I said that's not why I really got it. I used it once. My main reason for something like this is for watches, as with the Vice thing. So anything I buy, I tend to buy for watch repairs. I did also buy something green, as I do, to match green stuff that I like. Strange enough, it's a radio-shaped, radio-designed tissue box, which is quite nice, because just rather than having a little cube of tissues, where normally I've got them in a little cube thing on the side, I've now got a tissue box which looks like a radio. The only thing is that the wording on it's not exactly that well done. They haven't put it in English as such. And when I mean not in English as such, they put on there "feel you love," which feel your maybe they're trying to get at. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. So anyway, crafting. The crafting side of it. Why is the crafting side of it coming about? Well, I've got a Hobbycraft account, and Hobbycraft recently got me to get the app to use on the account, and on the app and on the account they offered me a £5 voucher, and it's one of these £5 vouchers you can spend on anything you like. No set amount you have to spend, you just go in and spend the £5. Now most of the stuff I buy in Hobbycraft is usually to do with photography, so I'll buy foam bits of backgrounds. I have got quite a lot. It has got a little bit out of hand, but it is very useful. I do find uses for them, and occasionally when I do close-up photography they're quite handy to have. So Hobbycraft has been very handy in that respect, and also fixing things like bracelets and stuff like that, beads and that sort of thing. But I went in and bought some more backgrounds like you do, with my £5 voucher. And also whilst I was there, I thought, you know what, I haven't used my paints for quite a while, and that's my little paints, these things which I mentioned last year, maybe longer actually, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, the little paints I got from the Scouts, so, and the paintbrushes and stuff. So I saw something in there whilst I was getting me backgrounds and me little bits of shiny paper or shiny cardboard. I thought, ooh, I saw this, which is it's like a stained glass window thing, which you colour it. Now normally you can colour these with clear gels or liquids that go for glass, so you can see through it and use it as a stained glass window in the window. But I thought, no, I've got the paints. I've also got the paintbrushes, which I bought previously. So the idea is I'm going to use the paints. I've got a mix of colours, and I will use the paints to paint what I thought I think I'm going to do a heart of gold. So it's going to be red with some sort of gold in it and other. I know exactly what I'm going to do now. It took me a while to think about it. So I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint. Now I haven't painted for a while, so I had to get some accessories as well to do it. Some of the accessories came via my friendly McDonald's, who very kindly helped out, unknowingly. To mix the paints up I need stirrers, and luckily McDonald's do stirrers. So I got some little stirrers and some little pots, which is new normal, your barbecue and tomato sauce pots, to stick the paints in and stir up and mix. Because I might combine some of the colours together, because I've got a strange set of colours. I might combine those colours together to get other colours to make my heart. Let's see what happens. So there we go, it's all done now, it's all finished. Bit mixed reviews. I think the idea that I had come out okay, it looks okay as to what I wanted it to do anyway. So I had hoped initially that I could paint with the brushes, like paint strokes on the surface, if it would stick like a normal painting. It didn't stick. It was very loose and very sort of shiny. So basically the paint just sort of fell in and then sort of kept spreading apart and coming apart. So instead I had to fill it rather than paint it. So it's sort of filled with paint. I will use the paints and the brushes again on something else. Hopefully that something that will be a bit more sticky, that they would adhere to better. But no, that's quite a good job. The whole idea of the design, it's a heart of gold. So you've got gold and copper in the centre, but it's freezing over slowly, which is basically me. It's freezing over slowly. The heart's still very vibrant and colourful at the top. Still a heart of gold, but it's slowly eroding away and freezing over with sort of the lack of love and that sort of thing. So it's a bit poignant, a bit of artwork, I suppose. You could say, oh, lonely artist does this. But yeah, so that's the meaning of it, and that's why it's going to wall. I may do a different heart at another point, but that depends on the future, doesn't it? So if I do something again in acrylic, so something like the heart, paint's not very good. Ink would probably also run a bit as well. So maybe marker pen. I think maybe the idea is you could sort of scribble it in with a marker pen and it would actually come out all right. It would be more like a stained glass window, and you could sort of get a sucker thing and stick it on the window up there. So that might be an idea. I may also carry on with my lighting sort of theme of stuff that I've lit before through crafting. I've got a couple of these recently. In fact, I bought one of these after I had my bubble tea. So when I had the bubble tea was nice. But when I went away from the bubble tea a bit later in the afternoon, I decided to have something to drink, so I bought a prime glowberry instead. But this actually is quite clever, because if you stick a light in it, I mean, the bottle does glow on its own anyway. If you sort of shine the sun at it for 5 million hours, it shines very, very lightly. But if you can stick a light in it, maybe, I don't know, could be a crafting project with a prime bottle. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the videos, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button to see more of my mad crap content. And I shall see you soon. Cheers.